Hi, this is Silas from Integral Works, and in this video I want to talk about the stage of consciousness that we call red. Usually in these videos I talk about the individual side and the collective side of things, and I tell you about the upside and downside of any stage for both of these domains. In this video though, I'm gonna focus more on the individual, simply because I don't have enough knowledge about societies on magenta and red and how they differed. One of the most important developments on red is this formation of a strong will. And if you have children, you know about this stage very well. It's when your cute, peaceful little bunny develops into a absolutely obnoxious monster that will make a scene out of everything. I'm exaggerating, I love my kids, but you know that stage when suddenly any small little thing that they can't have will trigger them into a tantrum of proportions that you wouldn't have been able to imagine before. That's red. And the point of this is that there has been a formation of a self that suddenly wants something and is very, very identified with that, with whatever they want, with that need or with that will. Anything that has just developed takes up a lot of room in our consciousness. That's true for every stage. So it becomes the most important thing. And if you imagine you just developed will, just imagine how important this will be for you. And that's what you can observe in small children. So they want something, and it doesn't matter if it's important to them or not, actually. It just matters because they want it. And here comes the second important development on red. Needs have been there before. Magenta already had needs, but now with will comes in aggression. So aggression in the psychological sense, it means a force that will enable you to move forward towards whatever you want. It comes from Latin, aggressere, and on red, it's usually just used to get whatever you want very concretely. So the ability to use your aggression and your anger to get what you want, that is a huge development. For parents, it might not look that way, but when you think about that, this child at some point will have to be able to survive in the wild. You're now much closer to that, because before they would just have been distracted from whatever they were thinking about by, I don't know, a bird flying by, so dead within 5 minutes. Red, on the other hand, has the ability to move past obstacles, to move past other individuals, to get what it needs. Much closer to individual survival. Okay, so that was the upside of red. Now the downsides of red are very easy to spot. As I said, children in this age can be very difficult to live with. And also, if they were adults, fighting and conflict would be much more serious than it was on magenta, and it would be much more occur much more often, because the will and the ego is stronger. So it becomes more important to defend whatever you want to defend or attack your enemy and stuff like that. Those were concepts that on magenta are not that well defined yet. When you imagine a society, or let's say a gang on red, just imagine a whole bunch of egotistical and aggressive guys getting together, having to organize. So this is going to be difficult. What usually happens is that you have one guy or one person with the biggest stick, which is the most dominating, the strongest, whatever, has the most power, and the rest of the gang would be his subject. So they would willingly serve him, but out of selfish reasons, because he can get them what they want. So if I serve my leader, he will share his gains with me. Just think about how mafia structures work. It's exactly that. It's not there can be family structures and that coming into it, but usually with or let's say suburban kids fighting in the drug wars, you're not serving your boss because you believe in him so much. You're serving him just because he can get you money, he can get you safety. That's how red structures work. So that was red, and I know red can be very hard to imagine because it's just so far away from us. But in the next video, we will get a little further along. We will get to amber, and amber is a little closer to us, and it's very observable in our surroundings. So amber, as usually is the case, solves the problems from red and introduces new, more complex problems. And I'm looking forward to doing that video, and I hope you are as well. See you then.